Roy Caldwood enjoys showing off.
Count.
1, 2.
Every morning he does about 50 push-ups. And did we mention he's 101 years old?
I like it, and it's exercise. I forget about the exercise part. I enjoy doing it, and it makes the place look nice.
Most people at 103 are lucky if they can get out of bed. Roy Caldwood does 25 push-ups before breakfast. Let that sink in for a second. While his peers need help walking to the bathroom, this man is pumping iron, riding tractors, and running a summer camp for kids. His eyes are sharp, his joints work, and his brain sharper than most people half his age.
Who swore they were going to kill as many Americans as they possibly could. And they were going to die fighting. And they kept moving.
So what's his secret? Pure luck? Superhuman genetics? Or something the rest of us are just ignoring? Buckle up, because we're about to break down Roy's entire life, from growing up during the Great Depression to his daily routine right now, to figure out exactly what keeps this man thriving at an age when most people are long gone. Fair warning, you might feel a little embarrassed about skipping the gym after watching this.
They're all committed to make a difference. And we're going to start very soon on a project.
Born in the bustling city of New York in 1922, Roy Caldwood began life in difficult circumstances. He grew up during the Great Depression, a time when the economy was suffering greatly. Each day was a taste of something different, but even then, he found ways to make himself happy by playing stickball and basketball. As years passed and he grew older, Roy became more determined and strengthened to face life. Even when World War II came, he didn't think twice about it.
To see that our country, America, won the war. So when they called me, I responded.
He enlisted in the Army and became part of the 92nd Infantry Division, famously known as the Buffalo Soldiers.
It gave you a sense of pride. You felt a lot of pride. You felt like you could do anything together, and that's how we were operated together.
Due to his pre-med student history, he was selected as a combat medic and was deployed to Naples in Italy, where he faced the harsh realities that came with war, tending to his wounded comrades and civilians, while witnessing the tragic side of life.
Up the mountain, over on the mountain, I lay on my back. I said, I am dead.
Finally, when the war ended, he returned home and settled with his wife before entering a career in corrections at Rikers Island in New York, where he worked for 21 years before retiring.
Well, I started out as a correction officer, and eventually I became an assistant deputy warden and a program director.
But even retirement couldn't slow this man down. He found joy in giving back to the community and went on to open a weekend camp for kids, where he taught them many valuable lessons without charging them a dime.
Sometimes 20 people sleeping over. We never charged anybody a dime.
Do you know one thing Roy likes doing the most? Well, if you guessed exercise, then you are right. Ever since Roy's wife died a few years ago, he has exercised every day without missing a single day. At this point, it is a coping mechanism, one that is doing so much good for him.
There was a big void, and I had to fill it. And I knew I had to maintain my ability to do things.
Roy's day usually begins around 6 a.m., not to the sound of an alarm, but to a body that's been trained to move. The house is quiet, no rush, no hesitation. He walks into a small bonus room, drops to the floor, and begins his push-ups.
In the mornings, I wake up at different times, 6, whatever, so forth. First thing I do, I go in my bonus room there. I do my 25 push-ups. I lift my weights, 8 pounds, 10 pounds. I do my curls.
Yes, sir.
What else can I tell you?
Each one is slow and controlled. Chest down, pause, push back up, like he's checking in with every muscle before the day starts.
Every morning he does about 50 push-ups. And did we mention he's 101 years old?
17, 18, 19.
He hasn't always had a fondness for fitness.
When he is done with that, he reaches for a pair of light dumbbells, the kind most people walk past at the gym, 8 to 10 pounds.
I got it.
Nothing flashy. He curls them with steady hands, shoulders relaxed, and breathing calm. The weights rise and fall at a pace that tells you this isn't about proving strength, it's about preserving it.
I practice with 8 pounds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 8.
On other days, the setting changes. Roy steps into the gym, greeted by familiar faces.
I look fly, yeah, I look good, touch my swag.
A trainer adjusts a machine for him, not to take over, but to make sure everything feels right.
Feel like it, but you do it anyway.
Discipline is when you are tired. You want to turn off the alarm and sleep in.
Roy settles in and starts moving, pushing, pulling, pedaling. Each exercise chosen carefully, each representative done with intention. The focus stays on keeping his heart working and his body responsive.
You do.
I do all kinds of things.
After he does 40 push-ups and say lifts, 20 pounds, he's like, I have to do more next week.
Guess what? While working out, he has made lots of friends at the gym who hype him up and share laughter with him, which is also another health booster. Most older people are lonely, but that doesn't include Roy. He is as active as ever with his gym buddies. There are also days when Roy wakes up and decides to work on his flexibility. He stretches his arms, legs, and back, keeping his joints loose and his body moving smoothly.
How do you stay active at 101 years old? Or do you still feel young?
I'll tell you honest to God, I feel like I'm 21.
At 103, he says these stretches are what let him bend, reach, and move around without feeling stiff, and he never skips them. Roy is far from being like most people his age, who are greatly burdened with bone issues like arthritis, osteoporosis, and weight issues.
This left like that. I can bounce. Couldn't do that with this one. So I practice. That's what I did. I practice working on this leg. When I go to take a bath or a shower, whatever, I would come down with this one, and I couldn't go very far, and I kept on.
To show you how he doesn't play about his health, Roy takes the challenge of walking up the hill like a true champion. Apart from the typical exercises he indulges in, Roy explores other forms of exercise. Music comes on, and he starts to flow with the rhythm. Small steps at first, then bigger ones. He shifts his weight, lifts his feet, moves his arms, and lets the rhythm guide him. It's cardio without a set time, balance training without instructions, and joy without effort. You can see it on his face. This is a movement he truly enjoys. At the end of the day, Roy's exercise routine isn't just for him. It's a blueprint for anyone, especially those in their golden years, to stay strong, flexible, and independent. Even simple movements like the ones he does can make a huge difference when done consistently. Roy proves that it's never too late to start. And by making exercise a daily habit, anyone can maintain mobility, balance, and energy well into their later years. When it comes to food, Roy doesn't treat it like a reward or a distraction. He treats it like maintenance. At 103, he isn't counting calories or following strict meal plans like the modern Gen Z, who are obsessed with monitoring every single thing they eat. He simply sticks to what makes him feel good and keeps him moving. Most days that means simple meals built around fruits, vegetables, and plenty of water, while staying away from the heavily processed foods that slow most people down.
What is this there?
A croissant.
Croissant, tea, and juice.
Roy has always been like this, disciplined about the food he eats. He knows when to stop eating. He doesn't snack out of boredom. And he doesn't chase after every new food trend that emerges. While many people use food for comfort, Roy uses it for energy. He eats with intention, listens to his body, and keeps things uncomplicated. It's a quiet habit, practiced daily, that most people never notice. But over a lifetime, it adds up. If we were to watch Roy's life, it would be like a movie. It would follow this pattern. Around 6 a.m., he heads to his bonus room for push-ups, light dumbbell curls, and stretches that keep his joints loose. On some days, he takes his routine to the gym, adding light cardio and controlled movements rather than pushing extremes. Once the morning is done, Roy stays active without ever calling it exercise. He rides his tractor, takes light, walks around his property, and handles daily chores that keep his body moving. He also spends time gardening, slowing down, working with the soil, and enjoying the simple satisfaction of planting and watching things grow.
Now, Roy spends his time with his new love, gardening.
I like it, and it's exercise. I forget about the exercise part.
Tasks like cleaning, organizing, and tending to his home are part of how he maintains strength and balance at 103.
Yes, living every moment, no regret.
cigarettes. Smile up on my face, I'm like, oh.
Nothing is rushed and nothing is wasted. Every movement has a purpose. As the day winds down, Roy stretches lightly and reflects, preparing both his body and mind for the next day. His routine isn't complicated, but it's consistent, and that consistency is what keeps him strong, active, and fully engaged with life. Over the years, Roy Caldwood has become more than just a 103 years young man who can still exercise. He's a living inspiration.
Never too old to improve. You never stop trying to help yourself, to find fault with yourself physically.
People from all over the world look at him and surely wonder, how does he do it? His dedication to staying active, eating well, and living intentionally has earned him some incredible recognition. He was honored with his self-portrait in Tampa Bay for his service in the military and even recognized as a living legend by St. Leo University back in 2023, proof that a life well lived can leave a mark far beyond your own home.
This is for you and your family and your legacy.
With a memento.
Proclaims April 5th of 2023 as Roy J. Caldwood Day.
This recognition was accepted with a humble heart.
For anyone who wants to stay healthy, independent, and active into their later years, Roy's life is a blueprint.
I was feeling fine. I'm feeling better now.
He proves that with the right habits, determination, and a bit of fun along the way, age truly can be just a number. There are also 3 ultimate rules that Roy follows, which are: put God first, always do what you can to help somebody, and don't stand still, keep moving.
I understand one of your principles is do not stand still, keep moving.
I don't know about you, but anyone following such rules is definitely bound to be healthy, mentally and physically, even at the age of 103.
Helping each other, that's been my life. My feet just move, and I can't stop them.
By the time you follow Roy's steps and build a consistent, healthy routine, your children or grandchildren won't have to be moving you around in a wheelchair every day.